Hey Tam fam, welcome back to my channel. This is Tamara, and today is episode 7 of my Diary of a Procrastination, or my DOPE series. Get it? DOAP. Anywho, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for those of you who've been rocking with me with the series. Just figuring out how to organize our lives and get a little bit more in tune with the things that we have to do. So last week you saw me create a planner, and this week I'm going to show you how I made the accessories. So what I'm making today are the tabs and the paper clips. I made some paper clips. I'm going to show you how to package those neatly and professionally, and I'm also going to be making a dashboard, y'all. So the dashboard is where you house all your little knickknacks and goodies that you'll need for your planner, like stickers and those little tabs and stuff like that. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching this series. I hope you'll join me next week. And please let me know in the comments how you are liking the series so far. I'm really having fun premiering it every Wednesday and just chatting with you guys. And in next week's video, I'm going to show you how I make the rest of the accessories, meaning the pocket folders and things of the sort. So I'm jumping right in, and if you have not seen my previous video, I made Shushana of All Things Shushana, a planner, and I use the Happy Planner format. And so when I designed her cover, I couldn't get the printing correct, and so I printed several copies before I was able to get it exactly how I wanted it. So those extra pages that I did not use, I decided to have no waste and to use them in other areas throughout her planner. So what I created for her was a today tab and a notes tab, and in last week's video I could not find the footage. So I found the footage. So here I am just showing you. I got the extra sheet and I basically just sliced it so that it was 9 inches long and maybe about 3.5 inches wide. And so I'm using different papers for my paper pack, and I'm just trying to figure out which one looks best with the combination of this notes tabs that I have. And I gotten those from the Scarlet Lime Planner Society kits. So that's what I'm doing here. So once I've measured it out and the sword, I just cut the paper accordingly, and I'm going to glue 2 pieces of paper together so I have a front piece and a back piece. And once I get that all cut, I'm going to put them into one laminator sheet, and that way I will use that one sheet for both items, and I get 2 for 1. So watch me work. And for most of these paper projects, the regular glue stick works, and also those little round Dollar Tree double-sided tape, the white skinny ones. I use those as well. So again, when I am doing these planner related items, I make sure that everything is precise and aligned and even. And so you'll see me often going around and making sure that things are done correctly. And here I'm showing you how I put the planner page together. So this is what I wanted on the front, and then for the back. And so I had to make sure that both were the same size and that they were shaped accordingly. And then I just went over with the glue so I can have a front and a back page. A front side and a back side to the front page, and a front side and a back side to the back page. And you have to be very careful when you're putting that together so that, see, I have to pick it up and then put it back down. I have to make sure that it is precise because I hate when you have one corner that's a little bit more than the other. So I'm just showing you again what that looked like because I found the footage of how to make the Today tab. So here I am moving into showing you how I created these cute little personalized paper clips. So again, I found some ribbon from the Dollar Tree that I had on hand. And by the way, guys, if you've been watching this series, every single thing that I create, I did not have to go out and spend a dime. These are all products and items that I have already had on hand as a crafter, right? I love paper crafting. I love DIYing. So these are things that I already had. So I got these beautiful ribbons. Some of them are sheer, some of them are farmhouse looking. I love this copper looking ribbon. And because of her color scheme, which as you can see is like neutrals and taupes and creams and a little bit of copper. And so I got these huge paper clips and I used the gold ones. I got those from Staples. And again, I had those on hand. And as you can see my technique, I put the strips together. So I cut maybe about 7 inches all together, maybe 6 or 7 inches. And I just put them together and then take one end and put it around and come to the back of the paper clip. And I make sure that when I do that, I'm doing it on the side so that the end of the paper clip is the part that actually clips. I don't know how many times I've made those mistakes of creating the paper clip and then I realize I covered the end that is actually supposed to clip. So this is like no fuss. You kind of create this however you want. You can ducktail the ends, cut them on a slant, keep it straight, whatever you want. So I absolutely love creating these paper clips because they're so fun to create and there's really no way to mess this up. So I made different variations using different ribbons. And now I'm going to show you how, if you were packaging this, how you could actually do it so it looks really professional. Basically, you want to make a slit in your paper, and notice what I decided to use was another piece, and I had printed these pictures out on photo paper. So this was another piece of wastage that I did not want to throw away. So I decided to use that as the base to hold her paper clips. So I just basically made a slit on the paper, maybe about 1/4 of an inch wide, and then another slit 1/4 of an inch wide, maybe 1/4 of an inch away, so that I will have some place for the paper clip to go into at the back and then come out through at the front. So this is what it looks like, guys. Tell me what you think. So now I'm going to move on to my last project, which is to create this dashboard. Now, because the planner is 9 by 7.25, the 12-inch paper pack is not wide enough because I want I would like for the dashboard to have a flap. So I had to cut an additional piece of paper. So I decided to use a different pattern. And again, like I told you last week, these papers are all the papers that Shushana had picked out that she wants to run throughout her planner. So here I'm just measuring and cutting another piece and just kind of putting them together to see how I can fit them, and I'm making sure that they are all precisely the same height, the same width. So I'm just using my trusted cutter, and this is a Cricut cutter, and I also use a Fiskar one. I love using both of them. So here I am taking that double-sided tape I was telling you about from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to place the smaller piece that I cut. Like I told you, it's a different pattern, and I'm going to slightly overlap it, and then I'm going to use a Happy Planner page to see where I need to make that fold. And then I'm going to take my little punch board so that I can score it so that when I go to make my fold, it will be perfectly neat and flat. So once I've scored it, I'm going to take my little tool there and burnish the edges. Again, and the purpose of that is to making it as flat as possible. And you could conceivably use a ruler to do this. You don't necessarily have to use these tools if you don't have them on hand. So what I've done here is to create a 9" by 7.25 inches. See it? So now I've created it, can open with the flap, and it's going to be on the inside so that the items that I'm going to place in there will be protected, so that every time you open it, you don't have to worry about things falling out. So as I was thinking about how I was going to close it, I thought about, well, not thought about, I actually used these little Velcro circles, Velcro dots from the Dollar Tree. I love using these on paper projects, and I initially used that, and after a while you're gonna see I'm going to actually change it, because this flap of paper, it was going to be too, even though it's paper pad, it's not as sturdy as something that you want that's going to consistently be open and closed, open and closed. And so I'm just using my punch board again, and I'm rounding off my edges. So in doing that process, I realized, this might need to be a little bit more sturdy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get those clear cutting boards from the Dollar Tree, and I learned this tip from Paloma over at Coupon to Provide. That's when she used to make a lot of planner items. Grab one and then kind of cut that flap at the edge. I'm going to cut a slip of the cutting board that's going to go on top of that, so that it won't be so flimsy, it will be sturdy. So I'll let you see what I'm referring to. So you have to use your little cutting tool and go into the creases and take a few slices for it to cut, because it's really heavy. It's really thick. So now I'm going to take the double-sided tape again, and I'm going to use that to attach it to that flap. And what I will get is a flap that I can open and close as often as I want, and nothing's going to happen to it, because now it has that sturdy piece of acrylic on there. See that? So next thing I did was to get a little piece of vellum. Is that vellum? I don't even think that's vellum. but it's that pretty little see-through hard plastic type of paper, and it has that floral pattern, and I just added that to that side as well. And then I'm going to make a little bow and add it to the front, and I punch a little hole out of a paper, and so I'm just trying to decorate the front a little bit. So notice here I decided to remove the Velcro tabs and just use a piece of magnet. So these are some magnets I'd gotten off of something related to the Dollar Tree. So I just cut a small piece and put a tape on one side and on the other side, because it's two separate pieces that I cut. So once I open the flap, the piece that is taped down will remain on the bottom and on the top, if that makes any sense. So see, when you lift it, they each go their own ways, so to speak. And that's a better open, that opens better than just having the two pieces of Velcro. So this is some little stickles, and I'm using that to keep down my little, I think that says friends, and it's chipboard. So this is what it looks like on the outside. And then I'm going to now show you how I created all these things for the inside, which was very easy to do, by the way, because I had already had these things on hand. The only thing I actually created was I took extras of the pattern papers, and I just cut them the size. Like you can just eyeball this stuff, it doesn't have to be precise. So what you see me doing here is lining up some of the papers and just cutting them maybe 3/4 of an inch by, I don't know, a 1/2 inch. And then I'm just gonna go and ducktail some of them. I'm gonna make arrows out of some of them and just paper clip them together. And if you need to have a little tab for something, she can just easily open the dashboard and grab a piece of paper to have as a tab to write her heading or list or whatever she needs to do. And you can just easily glue that down on your any part of your happy planner if needed. So again, I use the same method that I use to store and display the paper clips. I just slit a hole, and this time of course I had to slit a bigger hole because I wanted the paper clip to go through it and hold up the page flags or the tabs. And these are the smaller versions of those gold paper clips I'm showing you. So once I did that, the next thing I grabbed was some stickers, and I just placed them as decor throughout the rest of this dashboard. And then I went and got a little tab where she could have her stickers and a tab where she could have some little notepads, and I just glued those down to the back. And it's very easy. Your dashboard is supposed to be however you want it to be, and it's supposed to be personalized. And so the rest of the items aren't anything that I made per se. It's just things that I had that I decided to just glue down in there. So it's a notepad, it's a little catcher where she could use get stickers for like wish list and to-do lists and things of the sort. So this is what it looks like, and I absolutely love it. and I know that she is loving using her new planner, and it helps to keep her organized. And I absolutely love this. So this is it, guys. So let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if you would be creating something like this for yourself. So again, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on Sunday, which will be my next video, and I'm going to be premiering my Jesus Has Risen DIY series. Well, not a series, but a collab. I'm in an open collab. And also, if you haven't seen my previous videos, the one I put out, I think it was showing you how I made some Jamaican fried fritters. They were so good, y'all. So please hit me up in the comments, and let me know what you think so far of the series. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see me create. And I will see you next week. I hope you all are safe, happy, healthy, and blessed. And have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now. Okay, y'all, so I forgot to mention the giveaway. I am going to be giving away a personalized happy planner, right? So you will have to have watched all the videos in the series. So far, this is week 7. I will do the drawing when we get to week 10. And you have to leave a comment under each video. And be subscribed to the channel, right? So I will be giving away a personalized happy planner. You'll tell me what you want the cover to be, and so on and so forth. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and please be sure to make sure that you follow the link in the description box with every single video on the playlist for this dope series, or Diary of a Procrastinator series. All right, so I will see you in the next video. Bye bye now.